It's, whoops, ha! It's festival time! Festival time. Who's here? Hi Kirei, hi Night Sky, hi Shoko, hi To, hi Kirei, again, hi Kirei, hi Pending, hi Butterby, hi Bunny, hi Lurker Fever, hi Yon. Lurker Favor, sorry. Who else? Hi Jerry Peters, hi Rafunk, hi John Strawberry, hi Obsidian Skies, I didn't say it wrong this time. Hi Matruk. How are you guys? Whoops. It's whoops. It's whoops. No, I forgot the echo. That's all. I forgot the echo. How's it going? Oh. Hey. No wonder the music's not playing properly. There you go. You got it nice. Yay. We're good. Good. How's the pre-party? How is the pre-party going? Did you leave me any pizza? It's whoops. Perfect. We're good. I'm good. I'm doing well. I am doing well. Yay. Anyways. Yes, I know the thumbnail is weird. There's actually supposed to be a person behind me in the picture. But I just blocked them. Yes. It was good. I think we ate all the pizza though. You ate all the pizza! Dude. You ate all the pizza? How could you? You didn't leave me anything? That's not nice. There's some chips left though. I'll take the chips. Fine. I'll take the chips. Give me 1 second. Let's move the comments up. So that... There you go. Momiji, front and center, as always. Ta-da! No. What? Oh, no chips left? I was very hungry. All I have is emoji pizza. That works too. I'll take emoji pizza as well. Hi, Rizono's Air. So, mythology. Or more specifically, the Iliad and the Odyssey. Have you guys read it before? Or do you guys know it? I'm pretty sure Troy. There's a movie. Yes. I'm pretty sure there's a movie on the Iliad. But it is a little slightly different from the movie, the original. So it starts off, the original Iliad by Homer starts off with the word wrath, which describes Achilles. I'm somewhat familiar with it. Pizza 食べたいな、私も食べたいです。I saw Troy the movie at the least. Yes, slightly. Hi, Momiji. Hi, Cool Dude Zach. Yes, so technically speaking, the story is about Achilles, who it starts off with the word wrath because Achilles just lost his best friend. I read excerpts from Odyssey, but I don't think I've gotten around to reading all of it. It is pretty long. The Odyssey and the Iliad, they're both really long. I never really understood the Odyssey. I mean, like, it's a story of after the Trojan War. Hello, Mitchell. Hello, Mitchell Patterson. Hi, Spectre. Sounds like a nice subject for today. Yeah, right? Wrath is a nice subject for today. No, I mean that's it. Starts off with a word, and he's basically. Isn't Homer's Odyssey credited as being one of the earliest examples of written fiction that survived? It's Iliad and the Odyssey. Yes, it is. Now, just so you know, both the Homer, as a person, we're not sure he exists or not. So, the Iliad and the Odyssey is... Hi, Niwatori! You're not late, it's okay. The Iliad and the Odyssey are originally passed down through verbal. Watch Momiji getting distracted by chat and not saying anything apart from that single word. I know! Hi, Red Hamatruk. I know, right? Wrath. No, wait. Sorry. Homer is originally the how do I say it? We're not sure he really existed. So there's like various traditions. I would call it yellow pepper dirt. Various traditions. Ulf the Arbalist. Hi. Hi. Hi, Ulf. Did I say that wrong? Did I pronounce that right? I think. I hope. Anyways. So the Iliad and the Odyssey was written about around the 4th century BCE, or was it 5th? I know. I don't think it'll hurt to finish your thoughts before addressing random chat comments. I know. Shh. It happens all the time. Okay, so, anyways, it's written around, I think, the 5th century BCE or 4th century BCE, either way, and written in Athens, I think. It's originally a verbal tradition, so it's passed down through speech, through storytelling, and at some point, one of the I guess kings of Athens at that point, kings of Athens, decided that he wanted it to be written down, and it was either written by a bunch of people, so like they came together and told their story, and then like, you know, just compiled it together, or it was written by one single person, but that's not really, like, that's the less popular tradition. But yes, so that's the Homer is like a collection of people. Anyways, so anyways, back to my distraction comment. I know this is ironic coming from me, but this is another interesting subject. Oh, good, yay, Shoko. I'm glad you like it. Pending says, I love that she interrupted her thoughts to address Shoko's comment about interrupting thoughts. I know. PC no red hamatruk. Okay. Not sure what that means, but okay. Hi, Free! Disrupting comment passing through. So if it's initially passed down verbally, does that mean that the original story is slightly different from the written one? Yes. It's very likely that the original story is very different from the original, from the written one. There's probably like a lot of discrepancies, but obviously we don't know what differences it is now, because the one that's left here is the one we have. So anyways, the Iliad starts off in the middle of the Trojan War. Not the start, the middle of the Trojan War. It's been like, what, 10 years? 10 or 14 years, I can't remember. 10 years since the start of the Trojan War. And I'm sure you guys know that the reason for the Trojan War, like the mythological reason for it, is because Helen of Troy, or Helen of Macedonia, not Macedonia, was it? Helen, who was originally the queen of one of the kings of so it's a 10-year siege, sorry, I made it wrong. Agamemnon, sorry, yeah. She was originally the wife of Agamemnon, but was taken by Paris from Troy. Now, in the story, or in the tradition, Agamemnon's wife, yes. In the tradition, not Helen of... I don't think Agamemnon was from Sparta. Give me 1 second. Mycenae. So, I love how the book of Greek myths can be summed up as, damn it, Zeus, you're married, knock it off already. Yes, it's true. That is also true, but that's slightly different. So Helen was supposedly the most beautiful woman in the world. And she was the queen of Agamemnon of Mycenae. If I remember correctly. No, wait. Yeah. Yeah. Help? What? Help? Anyways, so when Paris and his brother, whose name I can't remember, I have Nectar. No. Patroclus? No, never mind. Anyways. Hector. Yes. Ha! Hector. Hi. Hi. Hi, Mega Channel Informal. Hi. Hi, Kirei. He was a brother to the king of Sparta, I think. I wonder if the next god and hero that Momiji is going to mention after that one will be Hercules. Hercules does not exist in the Iliad and the Odyssey. Anywho, so Paris stole Helen, and for that, or supposedly for that, Agamemnon decided that he would attack Troy and to get back Helen. So Helen was the cause of the Trojan War. Now, in reality, Troy. Hi. In reality, Troy existed at a really good location. So Menelaus was the king of Sparta at that time. I think I'm going off Wikipedia, so I might be understating this. Yes, no, Menelaus was the king of Sparta at the time. You were right. Anyways, so Troy actually exists, just in case you guys are wondering, because people have, someone, I can't remember his name, some sort of decided that he would try and find Troy and followed all the clues in the Odyssey, and actually found a location that is supposedly Troy. So the reason why they attacked Troy in reality, rather than, as mythology says, to get Helen back, is because Troy is located at a really good location. It's located right between the Sea of Salt, I think. It's the Sea of Salt. And basically, trade in that area it's like that area is basically perfect for trade. So, yes. It's probably gonna side. Wait, Momiji is reciting all these stories from her personal experience in the Demon Queen days. This is probably gonna sidetrack you, but oh, yay! Thank you for watching. Oh, first time. We've got a first time liver here. First time liver. How do you get past the sirens? Give me 1 second. The Odyssey, aka Troy Story 2. Wait, what? How come Momiji knows so much about myths of many cultures, including Chinese? Because I like looking at them. I like watching. I like reading about them. So it's a geographic choke point. Yes, it is. It's a geographic choke point. So that's why they decided to attack. In reality, in mythology, though, so before the Trojan War started, so that's added on myth, I'm guessing. 3 goddesses, Athena, Aphrodite, and Hera, I think. The 3 goddesses didn't know, so argued about who's the most beautiful goddess in the world. And they chose Paris, the Prince of Troy, to answer that question. And they each offered him, basically offered him bribe to say that, they're the most beautiful goddess in the world. And Aphrodite offered him love. So that, before that, so they gave him a golden apple. They gave him a golden apple to give to the goddess that he thinks was most beautiful. And so each of the goddess offered him some sort of bribe so that, he would choose them. And Aphrodite was the one that offered love as a thank you. As I guess the present. No, not her love. Not her love, but just love in general, like a lover, I guess. And so he basically chose Aphrodite and gave her the golden apple. So it's the story is called A Paris and the Golden Apple, I think. If you guys are interested in trying to search for that. And so he asked for the love of Helen of Troy, or Helen of Mycenae at the time. So yeah, so that's the start of the whole thing. So like supposedly God started this with the argument, and within the Iliad, the gods also joined into the fight. So it's a fight between mortals as well as a fight between gods. Stupid Athena with her offer of wisdom. I know, right? Like any dude would choose that. Hey, we're back. Oh, do we cut off? Good old stream hiccups. Okay, good. So where did we leave off? Where did we leave off? I am so sorry. I know, good old stream hiccups. It happens all the time. All the time. All the time. Sigh. Big sigh. Anywho, the stream's fine now. Good. Good. So yeah, so anyways, and now I can't remember the reason, but I think the person they asked wasn't even the first one. The first guy they asked rightly noticed angering at least 2 gods was obvious. Yeah, was an obvious death trap, so he dumped the job on someone else. I know, right? That's actually pretty smart. But poor Paris. He got stuck with a bad end of the straw. Or the short end of the straw. I'm sorry, not the bad end. Short end of the straw. Anyways, so we end up in the situation where we have in the beginning of the Iliad, a story about Paris and the Golden Apple, a prequel to Homer's Odyssey, or is it part of the same book? It's a prequel. It's a prequel to Homer's Odyssey, or at least that's good question. I think it was written after the Odyssey, so it was kind of like an add-on. And it wasn't by Homer. It wasn't written by Homer. Homer only wrote the Iliad and the Odyssey, I think. Yeah. Hey, Green King. Anyways, so we end up in the situation. Yes, the Odyssey. No, the Odyssey is after the Trojan Wars. The Iliad is the ending, the last part of the Trojan Wars. I found out Hercules is a Greek god, at least Wikipedia states. He's a Greek hero. He's not exactly a Greek god. Just got a lesson. I got no questions. Just got a lesson. I got no questions. Okay. Of course, the Golden Apple only came up because Zeus snubbed Eris by not inviting her to a banquet. So yes. So there was a lot of stuff happening. So anyways. So yeah, the Iliad is the ending, the last part of the Trojan War, where what's his name? Achilles is actually mad at Agamemnon because Agamemnon stole Achilles' lover. Will there be a quiz at the end? No? No, there won't be a quiz at the end. So Agamemnon stole Achilles' lover. I think a priestess of Troy, actually, who was like supposedly a prisoner of war at that point. And anyways, even though they're trying to get Helen back, Agamemnon's like, nope, I can't wait, so I'm just gonna find someone. Anyways. So too bad missed opportunity. So that's why Achilles at that point is this mightiest warrior they have in Troy, and without Achilles, they wouldn't be able to win the war, supposedly. So, if my teachers were cute anime girls, I would definitely pay more attention in class. If only. If only! Achilles is probably the most famous part of the story. Well, that and the horse, that's true. Achilles' best friend at that time Pericles. Pericles decided to dress as Achilles, dress up in Achilles' armor basically, and go into battle. And I think that was what it was. And in that battle, Pericles was killed by the Prince of Troy, Hector. So Hector is the other great hero. So Achilles is the great hero in Troy, and Hector is the great hero. Sorry, Achilles is the great hero from the Mycenaean army, and Hector is the great hero in the Troy army. So the two battle, so the two are here, and in order to raise troop morales, because Achilles is mad at Agamemnon and refuses to fight for like I don't know how many years, he dresses up as Achilles and goes into battle, and is actually killed by Hector. And once Achilles finds out about that, Achilles goes into a rage and finally decides to join into the battle, and Trojan. And so like there was, basically that's where Achilles kills Hector, drags his carcasses across the battlefield, and I'm sure you guys watched it in the movie, is where the old king of Troy comes and begs for his son's body back. And Achilles, because the old king of Troy begs for his body back, and Achilles returns him, and then they have this 10-day of they have this agreement. So the two armies have an agreement, 10 days of mourning period for Hector's body to be buried. And so, speaking of Troy, in the 18th episode of The Search of second season, there was an episode about Troy in which Henrik Schliemann found proof that Troy was historically accurate. Yes, Troy exists. Troy exists. Oh yeah, he kisses the hand of Achilles. It's a very, very moving scene in the movie. Yes. Remember when Merlin turned King Arthur into a woman because he felt like it? Wait, that's a different story completely. Anyways, so yeah. If your teacher was interrupted by every 10 seconds by comments or jokes, much less would be learned. That is true. Anyways, so during the mourning period, the Trojans were like, shut in and stuff like that. And then the Mycenaeans were like, okay, so during this time, Odysseus comes in and says, during this time, let's build a giant horse and hide all our soldiers inside, and pretend that we've retreated, and sneak into the Trojan palace like that, sneak into Troy like that and destroy the city. And so that's what they did. So basically they built this huge, I don't know how they could do it in 10 days, but they built this humongous horse, basically the Trojan horse, as you guys probably know, hid inside it. And when the Trojans came out, you know what, one more thing I'm really curious about is, how can the Trojans not realize they were building a humongous horse outside? Like really, outside their walls, how could they not see that humongous horse outside their walls being built? Is my question. But anyways, so when the Trojans came out of their mourning, opened the gates and saw, oh hey, instead of people waiting to go into battle, they saw this huge horse, and they're like, oh hey, maybe the Mycenaeans have decided that they're gonna retreat. They're gonna retreat and basically sign their we've lost, so we're gonna give you this horse as a present, as our surrender. And so the Trojans happily took the horse back. They always thought they saw it built, just not the people who were inside. Could be. Anyways, the Trojan horse was used as an example of idolatry in my school. So basically, they're like, hey, you know, it's a huge horse. It's like an offering, like a peace offering. So let's bring it back into Troy. That's what they did. If it was me, I would just offer the offering to the gods and just ship it up, like just push it into the ocean. But another thing. Anyways, so they took it back into Troy, and that night, obviously, all the heroes that hid under the Trojan horse came out, opened the city gates, let the rest of the army in, and basically, you know, destroyed the city. At that point, Achilles also dies during the siege during the Battle of Troy, inside Troy. But Troy was basically destroyed, and the Mycenaeans were victorious, even though, you know, it's been a 10-year war. So that is the end of... That's the end of the Iliad. Now, during the Iliad, Agamemnon... I think, oh, in the movie there was one guy that wanted to set the horse on fire, but someone else argued it would be a great insult or something, right? Right? Just should have just set the horse on fire. A huge horse, let's bring it inside. Why do I hear snickering? They aren't really heroes now, were they? No, they're not. Like, at this point, they should have looked at... I know, they should have looked the gift horse in the mouth. That's true. They should. So, at this point, you know, we've sort of shifted to, like, the type of hero has shifted from ones with brute strength, like Troy, like Achilles and Hector, like the ones with super battle skills, to people who have more of like a intelligence, I guess. Sneakiness has become the hero, or I guess like the heroic trait. But anyways, wow, this horse is super hard to move. It's like filled with people or something. So many places that could have gone wrong. But anyways, so at some point during the siege, or sorry, at some point during the raid of Troy, basically at this point it was a raid, Agamemnon angered the gods by, I think, raping one of the priestesses or something, in one of the gods' temples, probably Athena's. But yes, oh, that's interesting. I never thought about that. Oh, yeah. But yeah, Achilles didn't end up winning the day. It was craftiness that won. Yes, craftiness that won the battle. So the hero was not brute strength at that point. Anyways, so yeah, Agamemnon basically angered the gods. And let's see. Yep. So he made it back. So that's, you know, after winning the war. So the Odyssey is just one dude's long excuse to his wife about being out with his friends too long. Oof. That's true though. Anyways, so I keep trying to say it, but I can't get it through. So he angered the gods, basically, and that made their return home journey so much harder. Anyways, so that was the end of the Trojan War. Sounds like Don Quixote. So that was the end of the Trojan War, and of the Iliad. Basically, Achilles is dead, Hector is dead. The ones remaining were the people who were cunning, basically. Odysseus. Agamemnon actually survived. I think so did the king of Sparta. Did Agamemnon survive? I think he did. Menelaus, I think, survived as well. I think. Huh. Anyways, so we go into, wasn't Odysseus's men killing the sacred cattle that angered the gods? That was in the Odyssey. Paris and Helen escaped. Yes, Paris and Helen escaped, and we hear of them no longer. So they just disappeared into antiquity. They disappeared into antiquity, and we no longer hear about them. And then we go into the Odyssey, which is the return home. Odysseus is actually the king of Ithaca, so one of the Greek commanders. So we get closer to the part where Momiji ate all the gods. No, I didn't eat any gods! So yeah, so the Iliad ends there. And then we start with the Odyssey and Odysseus's return home. Now at this point, note, I heard Athena and Ares were fighting each other in the Trojan War to see which army would win. The gods actually joined in at the Trojan War, yes. Hi, Night Sky! The gods actually... Was Paris a god? No. No, he was not. Paris is just a prince of... One of the princes of Troy. Like, a useless one. Because, like, he can't fight. But anyways. What was it? So the return home. So at this point, keep in mind that they've been in battle, like at war for 10 years. And it takes another 10 years for Odysseus to return home. So would this be history's earliest recorded road trip? Yes, it would also be history's longest road trip. That was a weird sentence to write. What was? Oh, now Paris is supposed to be called Paris after the Paris of legend. Possible. So Paris of Troy is different from the Paris with the golden apple. Then, possible, unknown. Because technically the Paris and the golden apple was written after, as an additional story by someone else. Hi Lexi Kosaga. But what else is new? I'm late, but what else is new? It's okay. Wasn't it Paris who killed Achilles though? Yes, it was. Paris who killed Achilles by shooting an arrow through his ankle. Yay, or heel. Achilles' heel. There you go. But anyways, back to the Odyssey. Back to the Odyssey. Odyssey. So, 10 years of war, and it takes 10 years for Odysseus to go home. Now, at this point, Odysseus' wife is basically stuck in her house with 40 suitors who drink. I know, who drink but don't pay any money, who just destroys the house, who yeah, Wiki says Paris died in the war. It could be. I mean, I'm not familiar with the end of the Iliad so much. Apologies for that. I probably should search. But yes, probably. I don't know. I just know a lot of people died. I think Paris was the one that wanted to burn down the horse in the movie. I think the movie was a little different. But anyways, he didn't die in the movie. But I know Wiki is such a useful source of information. But yes, I think a lot of people died basically. And Troy was destroyed. End of story. Troy was taken over, but like nobody was left to celebrate the victory. They just destroyed Troy and like, okay, it's time to go home. So I mean, like, what's the point? I have no idea. But because like they didn't take over the strategic checkpoint that is Troy. Instead, they just destroyed the city and moved on. So you know, that makes the whole war moot to me, anyways. Destroyed. So anyways, we go into the Iliad, the Odyssey. So during the 10 years, excellent tales from histories are always written in blood. So we go. It's true. So we go into the Odyssey, which is the Odysseus' return home, and his wife has been waiting for 10 years, and his wife has been waiting for 10 years, and basically, during that time, a bunch of suitors has been waiting outside his home, 40 of them, I think, and I think I've already said this before, like drinking, eating, destroying, and being a nuisance, basically, and they want to marry Odysseus' wife, and she says, you know, and what she does is, so I'm building, hey yo, Mimo, she's making a tapestry So she says, once the tapestry is finished, I will choose one person to marry. Did people long enough back then to be able to wait for 10 years? I know, right? Live long enough, you mean? Probably, I don't know. So anyways, so she's like, let me finish this tapestry that I'm creating for my supposedly dead husband, and I will choose one of you to marry. And what she does is she finishes the tapestry, and then she pulls it apart again, and she redoes it. So for 10 years, she works on the tapestry, and once she finishes, she pulls it apart and says that she hasn't done it yet. So that's how she's been putting off choosing one of the suitors to marry. Okay, thank you for coming, Green King. Thank you for coming. But yes. So, and then we go back to Odysseus, who is like, well, you know, actually I think Agamemnon died. Sorry, I apologize, but I think Agamemnon died. No, wait, no, he didn't. He lived? I don't know. Anyways. That's one way to put off an engagement, right? Right? Oh, yes. No. Yeah. Sorry. Yes, he didn't die. He lived. Anyways. I met you through Yui. I don't actually usually watch VTubers, but you're very pleasant. Oh, thank you, Night Sky. Yay. But why keep making the one tapestry longer, and why not keep making the one tapestry longer and longer? I have no idea. Because basically a tapestry is a story, right? It's like a, or at least from what I understand of tapestries, it's like a story. And once you finish the story, it's finished, right? The tapestry ends. Or it could be like a patterned one, I don't know. But the story goes that she breaks it apart after she finishes it. So I have no idea. No idea. So we go back to Odysseus, who decides to, okay, it's time to go home. And so he goes, it's a pictorial story. So yeah. Oh, well, I expected an informative stream, but so far Shoko refutes everything. Momiji says with the power of Wikipedia, and Momiji isn't even sure in what she says herself. It's true! It's true! Wait, no! It's informative. It's informative, right? I only refuted the one thing. Yeah, I just wasn't sure whether... Anyways. Anywho. According to some stories, Hela never made it to Troy. She was chilling in Egypt. Hi! Good morning! Jackson and Antonio. Jackson Antonio! ごめんなさい. Jackson Antonio, good morning! Anyways. I know. Why was there no QA checking our tapestry? Okay, so, sorry, we're a little off track. Let's go back to the Odyssey. There we go. Odysseus' wife is Penelope, and his son is Telemachus. That's another two people. Anyways. Hi, so, the return home. So the most famous story, I guess, is the one with the one where, Odysseus ends up in the island with the Cyclops. Well, the thing about Greek history is that there are many interpretations of it. That's true. I'm learning stuff. Yay! So he basically, Odysseus angers Poseidon. And that's why his journey home took another 10 years. But yes, that's like, you know, yeah. Anyways, so he, is this 7 years? So yeah, anyways, so he angers the gods, and he gets, so just really quickly break down. He angers the gods by killing one of the cows, and then he gets stuck in the island of Calypso, stuck in the island of Ogygia, because Calypso fell in love with him and trapped him for like 7 years or something. And then he goes back to he gets saved by Nausicaa. Anyways, a lot of things happened. Basically, a lot of things happened. But so the most famous story, I guess, is the one with the Cyclops. It's just what he told his wife after she had to knit for years. So anyways, so let's start off Calypso as a yandere. It's true. So let's start with the story of the Cyclops. Basically, they ended up in an island, and his men were hungry and stuff, and so they hid inside. So they went inside a cave, thinking, "Oh, hey, it's a good place to stay," and they saw some cows. Cows? Yes. A lot of things happened. It all comes down to a lot of things happened. The ultimate, it's not about the destination, but the journey we've had sort of story, I guess. Sort of. So, what was it? The cows, which are guarded by the Cyclops. And when the Cyclops asks for Odysseus' name, Cyclops asks for Odysseus' name? Yeah. So they meet the Cyclops, and Cyclops is like, "So, what's your name, dude?" Odysseus goes, "My name is No One," which is kind of smart of him. "My name is No One." No, Sina, the warrior princess, does not show up. I think he tricks the Cyclops into... he steals one of the Cyclops' cows. White cows that were supposed to be sacrificed to the gods. More specifically, Poseidon. And injures the Cyclops by stabbing him in the eye, because he only has one. And so when the Cyclops starts screaming, somebody injured me, and like friendly Cyclopses came, and so who injured you? He says, "No one injured me, no one injured me." So that's another really smart thing that Odysseus did. Like, Odysseus is really smart but really stupid at the same time. For some strange unknown reason, that's the image I have of him. Anyways, sorry about that. Me muttering. Wow. I think that's the story. Wait. Like the story... I think I remember the name specifically was Nemo, which means no one. Yeah. Does this work in the source language? Yes. The cattle were a different story. Sorry. Ah! Sorry, yes. Thank you. Thank you, Shoko. Yeah, sorry, I got it wrong. I'm not as familiar with the Odyssey as I am with the Iliad, which is kind of strange. Yes. Sorry, Cyclops had yeah. Anyways, sorry about that. So who hurt you? No one. Yes. I always confuse the Odyssey with Jason and the Argonauts. That's a different one, yeah. Could it be that he was trying to indicate that he is nobody significant? Nah. Lots of stuff to remember here. So, yeah, the white bull of Minos and his wife to the Minotaur. No, that's a different one. That's a different one. Minos and the Minotaur was a different one, I think. The Cyclops was Poseidon's son. Ah! Thank you, Shoko. The Cyclops was Poseidon's son. Yes. I'm going to change my name to Noko. No one and rob a bank. So, anyways. Basically, the interesting thing about the Odyssey is there's something called what's it called? Xenophilia. Xenophilia. I meant to add. I so sorry. Oh yes, thank you, Shoko. Yes, the Cyclops was Poseidon's son, not the cow. Sorry, I keep mixing up the stories. I don't know why, but yes, I mix up stories. Cyclops was Poseidon's son. Which was injured by Odysseus, who then angers Poseidon, and Poseidon decides to create this huge cyclone in the water, in the sea to block Odysseus' journey, and I think that's how he ended up in the island with Calypso, but I could be wrong. Or no, did Calypso come first? Good question. Anywho, so sorry, as I was saying about xenophilia, which is loving strangers. This is how they evolve. This is how these stories evolve over time. Sorry. So it's about being welcoming to strangers. So Odysseus is welcomed to a lot of homes and a lot of places, and like I know. Momiji didn't have enough time to prepare her lesson, has to rely on Shoko to correct her student. Ouchies! Shoko! Shoko, thank you! Thank you, Shoko! Bows. Anyways, so there's this whole xenophilia thing going on in the whole Odyssey. Like, being good to your guests. Or loving your guests. Which is why Penelope couldn't get rid of her suitors for like, you better buy that Yamazaki, I know. Which is why Penelope couldn't get rid of her soldiers for like her as opposite to xenophobia, which is fear of strangers. Yes. Which is, yeah, sorry, I was going repeating again. Penelope couldn't get rid of her suitors for like 10 years or 20 years. I know. Is that why Odysseus murdered all his guests the second he got home? Good question. No, but like Odysseus has a thing. Like he always even though like, so being a good guest is also part of it, but like because it's also part of xenophilia thing, like the tradition, and because I'm assuming because the suitors were not good guests, that Odysseus is okay to murder them all. It's okay for Odysseus to murder them all. But anyways, so the Odyssey is also linked with other Greek mythology or Greek stories. If you guys have not, I think you guys have probably heard of it. Electra. That's kind of extreme, right? It is kind of extreme, but they've been bothering his wife for what, 10 years, 20 years. So I guess, you know, being a little extreme is understandable. He also wasn't a good guest. Yes, I know. He also wasn't a very good guest. So Odysseus was kind of like, I don't know, do what I say and not what I do sort of thing. But yes. So the Odyssey is linked with a few other stories, and if you guys didn't realize, I'm not sure if you guys realize, but Odysseus is the only hero of the Trojan War to make it back home safely and not die. To make it back home safely, because Agamemnon returns home and is killed by his wife and his wife's lover. Yay. And I think Menelaus is also killed. Give me 1 second. So Menelaus is also another the king of Sparta. Wait 1 second. Oh right, no, Menelaus got home safely. Sorry, Menelaus got home safely. But Agamemnon was killed by his wife and lover, and then avenged by his daughter, Electra. Yes. So that's, but yeah. So Odysseus is one of the only, not just the only, but like one of the only heroes that returns home safely from the Trojan War. Greek mythology with Momiji. I know. More like Odyssey with all these deaths. I know. 50分だよ. Ah, ありがとうございます. Electra, she's also a Marvel hero. Agamemnon pretty much deserved it. That's true, he pretty much deserved it. So yeah. So Agamemnon was poisoned by his wife and her lover. Sorry. But yes. Wait. Agamemnon has a wife? The guy was kind of a douche. He was. Wait, just 1 second. Agamemnon has a wife? Wasn't he like Helen? Oh no, Helen was Menelaus' wife. Sorry, I got that wrong. Helen was Menelaus' wife. So she is the Helen of Sparta. I apologize for that. Apologize. So that's why. So okay. I think you can pronounce the Latin name for Odysseus. What? Odysseus was just a mean drunk who was good at getting people to believe in drunken dreams. Off topic, but I love Greek food. Greek food is really good, yes. Yeah, Helen of Sparta it is. My apologies. Sorry, I think you were right. I think you pronounce the Latin name for Odysseus. I think you can pronounce the Latin name for Odysseus. Good morning, Rap-san. Ohayo gozaimasu. Good morning. What's the Latin name for Odysseus? What's the Latin name for Odysseus? Even our teacher gets things wrong. Best class ever. Discord. Wait, what? Discord? Anyways. So. Clytemnestra and Momiji doesn't have a Discord server. No, I don't have a Discord. Nor do I have MySpace. I thought you could use commands here. Nope. Ulysses. Ah. Huh. Really? Strange. Okay, anyways, sorry. Next stream on Facebook. I don't have Facebook! I know it takes 2 minutes to make a Discord server, but I just can't make it. Because I don't have permission. I have yet to have permission. See you in Colin. That's true. So I have no permission to make a more Momiji noises. I know it also takes 2 minutes to make a sub button, but I don't have permission. I'm still waiting for that. It's not that I don't want to make it, it's just I don't have the permission to do it. Come on, Momiji, it's okay. It's okay. Sniffle. It's okay. Follow my sister one of these days. The next stream will be in tapestry form. I just tweeted you the episode of Instructor. Yay! Anyways. Very interesting stream, by the way. Thank you! Have a cookie. Aw. I know, it's a horrible mess. Gods make a horrible mess of things. Anyone's dead and no cool hat. Base powers in sight. This Odyssey stinks. So yeah. Oh, by the way. At one point, Odysseus ends up... Soon TM, I know! Odysseus ends up at Emi Niwatori. Okay. Basically the mainland, I guess. And is saved by the Princess Nausicaa. Whose name... Here's your daily head pass. Oh, thank you for the daily head pass. Whose name is actually taken by Miyazaki when they created the Valley of the Wind. When he created the Valley of the Wind, because he liked the name and the princess Nausicaa. How Greek mythology links to everything in the world. The Greek gods are all jerks, and they like to mess with each other. Greek mythology in a nutshell. That's true. That's true. The best Ghibli movie. My favorite, yes. The Greek gods are just really good trolls. That's also true. I think. Yes. You're welcome, Momiji. Ah, head pats. Anyways, so sorry, we were going back to Electra. Sorry, I'm jumping around quite a bit, and I also only have 4 minutes left. But we were talking about Electra, how Agamemnon. I think it's interesting that Greek gods were made to be more like people. Okay, you know what? I'm just gonna put aside Electra for another time. Now the thing about, sorry, and respond to Pending's comment, because that's probably faster. The thing about mythology in Greek is, the interesting thing is, the ancient Greek people sort of separate. The ancient Greek people sort of separate the Greek gods and the gods of Greek mythology, because basically the story with the Greek gods is sort of like the humans shouldn't basically not interact, but like how do I say it? So they have two understanding of the gods that are more human-like, and the gods that are the gods that they pray to. So they're like two different facets, and they sort of compartmentalize their belief in, like, the belief in the god that's all powerful, which are, you know, the gods that are in the myths who have, I wouldn't say faults, but who are jerks, basically. So that's the interesting thing about Greek mythology, or the belief in the gods in ancient Greece. So yeah, I mean, Greek mythology is sort of like a reflection. They're just pretty much just superheroes and villains. That's true. Just like humans, they have strengths and weaknesses. That's also true. The gods' personality and their aspects are different. So for example, Apollo. That's why Thor fits into the Marvel series so well. It's true. Apollo is the god of the sun, and the god of the sun and the god of prediction? No, not prediction. What's it called? Oracles. The god of oracles. There you go. Gods walk side by side with mortals, right? Yeah. In the ancient times, that's pretty much what it is. But so his aspects are worshipped by the people, but his personality are written into stories. And Apollo prophecy. Yes, there you go. Prophecy. Thank you. Sorry, suddenly lost the word and lost it. Anyways, Apollo, you have my attention. And poor Apollo is never lucky in love. That's basically, Apollo has a very I wouldn't say tragic, but like his love life sucked. His love life sucked, basically. Apollo, jeez. I mean, the people he likes never likes him back. So yeah, I mean, there's that, and then but no justice for Apollo, right? So there's his aspect, which is prophecy and sun, and I think music as well. And then there's his personality, which is separate. So people worship his aspect, but tell stories of his personality. But that's basically how Greeks, or ancient Greeks, see the gods. So anyways, so that's it for today. Thank you guys for coming. I have a stream in 1 hour's time on Colon, yes, which is a Japanese website. If you guys enjoy this whole mythology thing, I will do more, I think, if you guys really liked it. I kind of enjoy talking about it. I'm not really good at it, just so you guys know. I'm not really good at it, but yeah. Yes, I'd love a part 2 of it sometimes if you're interested. I'm definitely interested. When is the next rhyming game stream? Never. Never. そう、13時からコロンです。13時からコロンです。で、コロンはまたプニキを挑戦したいと思います。ちょっと引っ掛けが捕まったと思っていて、発音が変になっちゃった。できると思います。今回はできると思います。頑張ります。I'm more curious about how much reading you've done on the subject. I actually studied it. Sorry guys. Apologize for your storytelling ability. I know. No need to? Okay, good. Thank you. No need to apologize. 手側に勝てないもみちちゃん。勝つ今回は勝つ。I'm actually I'm actually not sure if I've told you guys. I think I've said it in the Japanese stream, but I studied classics, classical studies, when I was not in Japan, virtual overseas. But anyways, yeah. I do not know VR chat. Hi. So anyways, before we leave, 勝つように頑張ってください。ありがとう。頑張ります。Yeah, Pooh. Yes, it's Pooh's home run derby. Anyways, thank you guys for coming. And we'll see you guys next time. So, yeah, I'm playing Pooh in Colin. Anyways, pending. I didn't realize it until after I read it. I didn't realize. Momiji ga kawaii. Arigatou gozaimasu. Stop it. Stop it pending. Stop it. Anyways, hi. No. Let's release some fireworks. Guys, fireworks. Chupa. Otsukare sama deshita. Otsukare, thank you for coming. No, John. Guys. Otsumomi. Oh, really? Thank you for 1,900 subscribers. Ohayo, Yuki Adams. Ohayo, but I'm done. Bye.